Warcana. I really want to like this game, I really do. I bought this game with the expectation it would be RTC deck builder. The pixel graphics are great, the music is nice, the design of the buildings and the units are absolutely beautiful. The support for custom maps right off the get-go is a great choice, even if I never enjoyed that aspect for the game. And that is where the pros end for me. The game isn't really an RTC game as advertised, it's more of a tower defense plus deck builder game. I don't feel like I make much macro decisions and I don't make any micro decisions. You don't ever get unit vs unit fights, it's a TD vs TD fight, and that makes it is so that your units are just good vs walls or good vs towers, compared to the traditional armored light AoE rock paper seekers with air ground mixed in. And I think this misleading RTC label is the root cause of most problems. You don't really feel anything about individual units as a single card played will summon around 2000 of them. The battle is very large scale with no control options. You are basically just sending waves of enemies into towers that have big AoE damage. The towers have no control aspect either. You place them down, they attack in their range, that's it. The key aspect here is good wall design that will eliminate your blind spots and funnels the horde to a kill zone so that you don't have to invest as much into towers. The excess money can then go into the barracks, which then you will slowly build up your unit cards, and eventually your end goal is to trim off most tower cards because you have infinitive defense. The T3 unit cards and just go for it. But the UI for placing buildings isn't super clear, and the wall placement can get really clunky, which sucks because wall placement is basically the only engagement the game is offering to the user. As far as deck building goes, I don't think it's bad. The card art is great and the basic loop is there, but because you are using the card for everything including touching up, your discard pile will eventually fill up with pretty useless cards, and you need to focus on cutting that fat off. I think trimming the fat is necessary aspect of all deck builders, but to get a really optimized thing going in this game, I feel like you need to trim a lot of it, and if you don't, the whole deck just starts feeling clunky and slow. So the game is heavily encouraging you to zoom in and watching the battle unfold. Expect the battlefield is split into two district areas, so it's really annoying to zoom in on one side, then you want to watch your units battle, so you have to tap over to other side. It breaks up the immersive for the makes of the whole thing feel disjointed. The sound effects also feel pretty lackluster. There is a major battle going on at all times, but you just feel like it's a pixel-tapped slap fight. Lastly, the single player mode doesn't have much story. You aren't aligned to a faction, you aren't making any clunky choices. I have no clue why we are fighting these other people and why are we progressing through a map at this point. I have some actors and our goals are clearly aligned, but I don't really know what the goal is. It really takes the find out of all sales. Overall, I think this game may be a decent game if you are interested in horde defense, but if you are looking for RTC, you will be disappointed even if you are interested in horde defense. There are pretty significant negatives like the SFX and clunky UI.